Alright, let's dive into something that's got the rugby league world buzzing right now, the upcoming IMG gradings. If you're not familiar, these gradings are basically a big deal for clubs, determining their status and future in the league. But here's the kicker, this year, the rules have changed, and some clubs are poised to skyrocket in their performance scores. Personally, I think this is where things get really interesting, because it's not just about who's winning on the field, it's about how these changes are reshaping the landscape of the sport. So, let's start with the big question, why does this matter? Well, the IMG criteria now includes an extra point for performance, and the way they are calculating scores has shifted from 3 seasons to just the last 2, with the most recent season carrying more weight. What this really suggests is that clubs can't rest on their laurels, they need to be consistently performing, especially in the latest season. And honestly, I love this change because it keeps everyone on their toes. Now, let's talk about York Knights. On paper, they are sitting in 10th place, but here's where it gets fascinating. Their performance score is set to jump by nearly a full point. Why? Because they are in a higher league, and that extra point for performance is a game changer for them. What many people don't realize is that for clubs like York, every single win matters. If they finish 9th instead of 10th, their score goes up even more. It's a high-stakes situation, and I'm here for it. Then there's Wigan Warriors. Honestly, they are in a league of their own. They are practically guaranteed a grade A status no matter what. But what makes this really interesting is their massive jump in performance score, thanks to that extra point and the 0.25 bonus for winning the Challenge Cup. It's a reminder that even the top clubs are benefiting from these changes. From my perspective, it shows how the system is designed to reward excellence across the board, not just survival. Now, let's shift gears to the Championship. Midlands Hurricanes and Newcastle Thunder are 2 clubs that are absolutely killing it this year. Midlands is jumping from 33rd to 24th in performance ranking, while Newcastle is leaping from 34th to 22nd. What this really highlights is how the new 2-year focus is giving Championship clubs a chance to shine. If you take a step back and think about it, this could be a turning point for these clubs, proving they are not just underdogs, but serious contenders. Oldham is another fascinating case. By dropping their League One finishes from 2023 and 2024, they are now being judged solely on their Championship performance. The result? A massive 1.6841 point increase in their score. Personally, I think this is a great example of how the system can give clubs a second chance to prove themselves. It's not just about past failures, it's about what you're doing right now. Leeds Rhinos are at the top of the Super League, and honestly, they don't need to worry about IMG. But here's the thing, they are still set to jump up by over 1.6 points. What makes this really interesting is that they are currently ranked first overall in performance. If they win the grand final, they'll get an additional 0.75 bonus points. This raises a deeper question. Are we seeing the beginning of a Leeds dynasty? Finally, let's talk about Wakefield Trinity. They are the big winners here, with a whopping 1.8488 point increase in their performance score. Why? Because their Championship season is being erased from the record, and their back-to-back top 6 finishes in the Super League are now front and center. In my opinion, this is a perfect example of how the system can reward clubs that are on an upward trajectory. So, what's the takeaway here? These IMG changes are more than just number crunching, they are reshaping the future of rugby league. Clubs that were once overlooked are now getting their moment in the spotlight, and the top teams are being pushed to stay at the top of their game. One thing that immediately stands out is how dynamic this system is, constantly evolving to reflect the current state of the sport. As we wait for the official gradings to drop, I'm left wondering, which clubs will rise to the occasion, and which ones will be left behind? It's a question that's going to keep fans like me talking for months. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take on which clubs are set to dominate in this new era of rugby league.